You're watching a once-in-a-lifetime encounter, a collared snake taking on one of the most feared reptiles on Earth, the king cobra. It sounds unbelievable, right? The king cobra is famous for hunting other snakes, yet here, the tables have turned. Stay with me. What you're about to see is pure natural history in motion. Let's set the stage. On one side, the king cobra, an agile, highly alert elipid, built for speed, precision, and a diet that usually includes other snakes. On the other, a collared snake, slimmer, stealthier, and surprisingly specialized for exactly this kind of meal. If you're wondering how any snake dares to tackle a king cobra, the answer is a mix of timing, technique, and anatomy. Predators look for opportunity. A distracted cobra, a juvenile individual, or the right angle, and suddenly the impossible becomes very real. Watch the control here. There's no panic, just patience. With snake-on-snake predation, the first grip is everything. A secure hold on the head or neck can decide the entire fight. Lose that control, and the tables flip in a heartbeat. Snakes that eat snakes are called ophiophagus. Many have subtle advantages: strong, fast jaws that can walk along a long, slippery body, flexible skull joints that open wide, and a feeding strategy designed for narrow, elongated prey. Some are constrictors, using tight, targeted pressure to immobilize the victim. Others rely on quick subduing bites and sheer leverage, pinning the head while the rest of the body does the work. Either way, once the head is under control, the rest follows. Now, a word about the king cobra. Despite the fearsome reputation, it's not a reckless fighter. It's intelligent, alert, and usually avoids unnecessary risk. Its vision is sharp, its movements economical, and it typically dominates other snakes. But even apex predators have vulnerable moments: youth, distraction, injury, or simply a bad angle. Nature is opportunity-driven. Today, opportunity favors the collared snake. Let's clear up a few myths. Myth 1. Snakes dislocate their jaws to swallow big meals. Not quite. Their jaws don't truly dislocate. They're connected by stretchy ligaments that let each side move independently. Myth 2. A snake this slim can't possibly swallow a cobra. You'd be amazed what a snake can manage. Lengthwise prey, like another snake, actually fits more easily than it looks, as long as the head goes in first and the body aligns. Truth, patience beats power. In snake-on-snake battles, the calm, technical approach often wins over raw strength. Notice the angle. It starts head first. That's not luck. Head-first feeding keeps scales and body contours flowing in the right direction, like stroking velvet the correct way. It reduces snag points and lets the predator zip the prey inward, millimeter by millimeter. Every few seconds, you'll see a subtle ratcheting motion. The snake walks its jaws forward, left side, left again. It's slow, but relentlessly efficient. Here's the engineering behind the magic. Snakes don't chew. They anchor, pull, and slide. Elastic skin expands. Ribs flex outward like spring steel. Ligaments stretch and rebound. All of it is built for extreme geometry, taking in something long, rigid, and sometimes still twitching. Meanwhile, the digestive system is already preparing for the load. After a meal like this, metabolic gears shift up. Acids intensify. Enzymes surge, and internal organs even change size temporarily to handle the feast. What looks impossible from the outside is routine on the inside. Why the obsession with the head? Because a snake's head is the dangerous end. Teeth, fangs, venom, the works. If the predator neutralizes that end early, the rest of the body is just logistics. Lose the head grip, though, and a single counterstrike can flip the script. If it looks slow to you, that's because it is. Nature doesn't care about our clocks. The predator rests, resets its grip, and continues. Precision beats haste. Every micro-movement is calculated to avoid tearing tissue or losing traction. Ophiophagy isn't just a curiosity, it shapes ecosystems. Snake-eating snakes help regulate other snake populations, which in turn balances prey like rodents, birds, and amphibians. Predators keep each other honest. That dynamic pressure maintains the health of the whole system. And let's be clear, the king cobra remains one of the most formidable snakes on the planet. It regularly hunts venomous species and usually wins those duels. Today's footage isn't about weakness, it's about context. Even top predators can be prey under the right or wrong conditions. Scenes like this can feel shocking, but this isn't cruelty, it's biology. No celebration, no villain, just survival. The collared snake isn't evil. The king cobra isn't losing face. It's the ancient equation of energy in, energy out. See the steady rhythm now? The hardest part, the head and shoulders, is done. The rest is a matter of time. The predator will take breaks to breathe, then resume the ratchet. When the meal finally settles inside, it will look like a living parenthesis, one long body wrapped around another. After a feast like this, don't expect action. Expect stillness. The predator will seek cover, warmth, and safety. Digestion is its own marathon, days to weeks of quiet chemistry. Movement will be minimal, vulnerability higher than usual. But given time and temperature, the meal turns to muscle. Does this hurt the predator to stretch so far? Not the way we'd feel it. Their anatomy is built for expansion. Can a meal be too big? Yes, overreach happens in the wild. Today, though, the sizing looks just within limits. Why so calm? Because panic wastes energy. Calm wins meals. As the last coils settle and the final inches disappear, remember what you've just seen. Not a glitch in the matrix, but rare convergence of timing, technique, and evolution. A collared snake feeding on a king cobra. Unbelievable to us, perfectly logical to nature. Predators prey, and the razor-thin margins between them, that's the wilderness. If this moment challenged what you thought you knew about snakes good, that's what real wildlife does. It surprises us, humbles us, and reminds us the rules out here are written in opportunity, not certainty.